Good afternoon. Welcome back. We will get started now. This is the third session of the APNIC AGM. I think we should make the back of the room a bit brighter. The front a bit dimmer. Well, before I go on, I've been asked to do a demo of the APNIC gift. Wish me luck because I haven't done this in a long while. Right? So who is the expert here? So, this is a singing bowl. This is to keep the singing bowl. But then you do,
Close your laptop. Close the laptop.
Oh, okay. I hope it works. I'm not getting this right. Who is an expert? Who's practiced this while?
You should use the little piece of tissue to hold the handle because your hand is absorbing the vibration.
Okay, let's see if this works. I don't want to drop this on my laptop, so. I think this is basically an exercise in patience. And is there an expert here? Okay. Oh, didn't work. See, now I'm starting to get it, right? Anyway, that's how you don't hit it. I had an idea when this was being made. I wanted to put some script here and have you guys disappear, or figure out what it was. So, but anyway, this is like making policy. That's how I look at it. It takes a while. So having tried to demo that, we move on. I think there are some more left if you didn't pick up this morning, but very, very limited numbers. So if you are here for the AGM, then contact the APNIC help desk or one of the APNIC staff here to get it going. So next item on the agenda, we have Sunny presenting about the hackathon we had before the conference started over the weekend. Hackathon on V6. So Sunny will give the background and
I'm wearing the
report
T-shirt
in.
as well
Yeah,
for the presentation.
that is a better way to demo things,
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. So this is the hackathon report that we organized before the conference started during the workshop, and then we had 2 days into the conference as well. This is the first one that we organized it, and the theme was IPv6, and we distributed the T-shirts to all the participants, which I'm wearing one now. So what are hackathons? They are hacking marathons, having fun, teamwork, collaboration, discussing the different themes and projects, and getting together in teams and then coding them, trying to achieve something, but not necessarily completing it, but at least getting something out of it to demonstrate, what they can do with that. So the participants really had good fun at this first hackathon. And we had moderators, we had jurors, so moderators are Vesna. We really thank Vesna for coming over from RIPE NCC. She got a lot of experience in organizing these hackathons in the RIPE NCC region. So she contributed quite a lot to us. And my colleague Sophia, she's in the other room doing a RPKI session now, and myself. And we elected jury members from the community. So we have Shaila from Bangladesh, Anurag from India, Kabindra and Indivar from Nepal, Naveen from India, and myself as well. So we were the jurors. And also we had some assistance from George Michaels and Philip Ebbs. We really appreciate for them to being in the room and helping the participants get to understand what they're doing and helping with telling them or pointing them to the source of the data, where they can go and get some data for their projects. This is a group. We had 24 participants selected for this hackathon out of 76 applications that was open for hackathon. And we had 18 males and 6 females from 8 different economies. We also had some sponsors stepped in to help with this first hackathon. WorldLink, which provided the T-shirts, sponsored the T-shirts. ESIF, it's in my next slide, their contribution. But I really appreciate Kabindra and Gaurav Raj really putting out money from their own pockets for a dinner for all the participants on one of the nights. Really great appreciation for that one,
Thank you.
Thank you.
It shows how good as a community we are, helping each other. And I hope that continues, Gaurav.
As long as it involves momos,
So ESIF actually sponsored some female participants. The ones pointed with red arrow, they are the ESIF sponsored participants. One is missing in that because she missed the flight and she came a little bit late. But also thanks for the ESIF for stepping in to help with this first hackathon as well. The teams and projects, so we had 5 teams of 5 members each, or 4 members in one team. Team 1, their project was content distribution network and ranking based on RIPE Atlas data. Vesna was very impressed because they were using the data from the RIPE Atlas that she manages for RIPE NCC. The team 2, overcoming the tunnel addiction in IPv6, and the team 3, security issues between V4 and V6. And the team 4, V6 collector, they call themselves Poker Prefix. They came with a lot of funny names. So every time you connect to internet and you get a V6 address, then a funny name is assigned to you. Team 5, centralized sources for measuring IPv6 deployment per economy, the Lord of IPv6, that's what they called. And my colleagues, Sophia, with the help of George Michelson, they wrote a blog post. If you want to read more about these projects and what they try to achieve, by all means, visit the blog post and read about it, and that way we can also have a little bit traffic on the blog post too. It's not about winning and losing these hackathons. It's about working together and collaborating with each other. But we did pick the best projects out of the 5 and the best teams out of the 5. So content distribution networks ranking based on RIPE Atlas was the best project that the jury picked. And then the IPv6 collector Poker Prefix was the second one that the jury picked as the best project in this first hackathon. They all received certificates of participation in the hackathon, and also some mementos, some appreciation gifts as well. These are some photographs, how they work in team, and the jurors helping them as well, pointing them to the sources, etc. We had a full house really, we thought, a lot of people may not turn up, but we had good participation. All those we selected were there in the room, enjoying themselves, doing the hackathon. And I can see some of them just walking into the room. This is just a reminder from Vesna that RIPE NCC does organize hackathons many times in the region. So these are some of the upcoming ones. She asked me to put it up. If you are in that region or you're traveling to the RIPE meetings, you could participate in these hackathons. And hopefully, APNIC, we will debrief on this first hackathon, and hopefully we may continue in future as well. And big cheers to everyone who participated, including our Director General, Paul Wilson. You can see his hand up in the photo there. And really great enjoy. I really enjoyed. This is my first time getting involved with a hackathon. I really don't have any knowledge of this, and I learned quite a lot just moderating, being in the jury, and following what Vesna was doing. So it's a really great experience for myself. But if there is anyone, as I see some of them here, would like to come to the microphone and share your experience with the community, please do. Please approach the microphone, Nasser. We do have a lot of time. We do have time, right, Gaurav?
We do have time, and when you speak at the mic, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi, I'm Zia Mabdi from Sri Lanka. Thank you, APNIC, for selecting us for the first hackathon and trusting us. Thanks for all the team members for contributing to us with the projects. It was really interesting. I was a mentor in Sri Lanka for so many hackathons, but I was participating in so many hackathons as a competitor as well. But this gave me a different experience because even though we do routing and switching everything, but we never even planned to do such kind of a hackathon in these routing switching areas. So there are so many hackathons, it's different part. But the ideas, we were stuck so many times. The mentors were very helpful for us, and they came and they explained us very clearly what we want to do was, since even the first time, we have first day is fully blind for many of us. And thank you for all the mentors, and they were very helpful and very supportive. I wish if this can continue very well. And small suggestion, it will be better if we can mix the people with the technical as well the programming part people, because we had some good ideas, but the thing is we had issue with the programming areas. But if next time if we can have more programmers in the room, will be more helpful. Thank you very much.
Thanks, GM. And one thing I forgot to add is we started on Friday, 23rd of February at 7 p.m. and we finished at 11 p.m. So all these participants were there until 11 p.m. And then on Saturday, we started at 9 a.m. and we finished at 11 p.m. So you can imagine how much enthusiastic the participants were and how much interest they had in this hackathon. Thanks, GM.
Hi, I'm Subhashini from Sri Lanka. Actually, this is, I also participated to hackathon, but this is also my first hackathon event, and it is really great opportunity to mix with people and different skills and different communities together to achieve one common goal in each team. Actually, it's really fantastic moment. As Sunny said, it's really hard time. We spend a lot of time to work together, but and sometimes goals are not clear, and our instructors, they helped us a lot. Anyway, we achieved it, and actually my team won first place. I'm happy about that. And I want to thank APNIC about this opportunity to us, and I hope they can continue such events in future, and also if any other event in future also, I'll participate for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Subhashini. Anyone else would like it? Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Muhammad Jahidul Islam from Bangladesh Research and Education Network. This is the first time and also the APNIC arranged the first time the hackathon. And in my education, university life, I participated in the programming contest. It is like a programming contest, and I learned a lot, and I make good friends with different community, and I would like to thank APNIC and also the RIPE to host this hackathon. Thank you.
Thank you, Zaidu. If no one else, thanks to all the participants and a big appreciation to every one of them. Thanks, Gaurav.
Sunny? Sorry about that. Now we only have primarily one more agenda item, well, two more agenda items on the AGM. Next, I'd like to invite Gail. Oh, there. From OPT in Noumea to invite us to her beautiful island, that's where the next APNIC conference is going to be.
Thank you. I'm Gail Dos Santos from OPTNC, which is the host of the next APNIC 46 conference in New Caledonia in next September. Here is the quick update of the next conference. So as you see, registration will start from mid-April. Fellowship application will start in May. And this year, something new, the fellowship program is a Pacific one sponsored by OPT. The conference website is already online. You have the address. And the 5 days workshop will start from Thursday 6 to Monday 10 September. And the conference on 3 days starts from Tuesday 11 to Thursday 13 September. Nouméa is the capital city of this French territory, which is a tropical, cosmopolitan city surrounded by the largest lagoon in the world. The international airport is La Tontouta, the code is NOU. The local currency is XPF, which means Pacific francs. And we have a huge population of 300,000 people with a unique blend of Melanesian, Polynesian, Indonesian, and European culture. It's a little gem in the Pacific Ocean. Flying to New Caledonia, it is easy. You see, it's in between Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji. Do you hear me? Okay. And there are direct flights from 9 destinations in 6 countries, as you see, from Japan, Tokyo and Osaka, from Australia, Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, New Zealand, Auckland, Fiji, Suva, Vanuatu, Port Vila, and Tahiti, Papeete. Air Calin is the local company and will be the airline partner. They offer 7 flights from Japan and 17 flights from Australia and New Zealand to New Caledonia every week. As they are the airline partner, they offer 50% off on the Air Calin network, which is here, Tokyo, Osaka, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Auckland, Papeete, Nadi, and Vila. And they will offer 5% off more on the Air Calin internal fare from the following cities: Bangkok, Hong Kong, New Delhi, Bombay, Jakarta, and Ho Chi Minh. All the details about discount and flight connection will be displayed on the conference website. We are very happy to offer you this discount to help you to come over. Visa. New Caledonia has a number of visa exception countries for a period of 3 months. Please check the conference website and allow you 2 months prior to traveling to apply to your visa, and all the details will be updated on the conference website. So the workshop will be at Le Lys Rouge à Nouméa, which is the OPT training center located here in the center city of Nouméa. And the conference venue will be at Le Méridien, which is located on the seaside at the Onsvata Bay right here. Oops. You will have the chance to participate, if you want, to the Carnaval de Nouméa, which is on Saturday, 8th September, the weekend everybody's on the island. And after the conference, you will deserve a little, to have a little holiday. So why don't you stay for a couple of days? There is so many things to do in New Caledonia, but no more words. Please watch the video. As you see, there's so many things to do. You can spend a whole month, but a couple of days would be okay to enjoy a little bit. I would like to invite the delegation of New Caledonia to stand up. Alex, Bertrand, Stéphane, and Frédéric, they will be more than happy to give you more information about the conference site. Please. So we're very happy to welcome you with open arms and big heart to Epinic 46 in New Caledonia, our beautiful French island in the Pacific. Thank you very much for your attention.
That brings us to the. You want to go vote of thanks? Yeah, vote of thanks. Sure. I think we're still waiting for the election results, which should be due in like a minute. We can get started with the vote of thanks by Paul, because that is a bit extensive affair. Why don't we do the open mic if there is any interest? Anyone with any comments, questions? This will be the last open mic for the day. Any feedback? Anything. Akinori.
Can I? Hello? Okay. My name is Akinori Maemura. Let me mention about the ASO review consultation process. After explained and clarified his intention for the in terms of the moving forward, the consultation of the ASO review implementation, and then I would love to encourage the committee member to be involved in a consultation, and then ensure your say is firmly heard for that working group and process. And with that, after Siddiqui is quite engaged AC member, who is almost most knowledgeable for the structure of the ASO and the role of the ASO and the others council, then I think he's really reasonably handling the working group. But still, he as the working group chair need to ensure firmly the committee's voice is heard, and then the review process and the implementation of that will be handled and moved forward with the consent of the committee. So again, I invite you to be involved in ASO review implementation consultation process. Thank you very much.
The room, so I think I can see the election chair in the room. So are we ready? Ready, Subhasi? Not yet. Okay, so we'll probably have to. Any more questions, or if not, then I will really have to ask Paul to go back and.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. We're coming to the end of the APNIC meeting. Not the end of Apricot completely yet, though, because we've got our closing plenary this afternoon in session 4. But for now, let's think about those who've helped to make this APNIC 45 meeting a success. This meeting has been a track within Apricot, so we work together with Apricot. APNIC more or less organises very much of Apricot, but we also have our own track within the event, and we've got quite a few supporters of this APNIC 45 event to thank. So I think we're going to have another vote of thanks at the end of the day, and I think some gift presentations then. So for now, I'll just run through and acknowledge a few people who've helped us, and I'll ask you to put your hands together for them. So First off, I think we do need to say thanks to the host. So the next slide, please. I guess I can do that myself, can't I? The host, Nepal Internet Exchange, so they've made it all happen. Thanks to Gaurav and everyone involved with NPIX for making this such a great event. So let's give them a special round of applause. For the AGM today, just this session, we've got 3 sponsors, and they've come back again. CNNIC, TWNIC and JPNIC have all made a contribution to help to this session in particular, but to help make the overall APNIC 45 success. So thank you very much to CNNIC, to TWNIC, to JPNIC. And oh wow, okay, thanks to the chairs and co-chairs of the policy SIG. All of our SIG chairs and co-chairs are volunteers. They've got to spend time not only during this week doing quite a bit of work and preparation, but it's also something that goes on during the year. And so all of them have contributed. Firstly, for policy SIG, Sumon, Bertrand and Ching Heng. For the NIR SIG, Xiam and Zhenyu. For the Cooperation SIG, Dr. Govind and the new co-chair, Bikram Shrestha. And thanks to Billy for his contribution as outgoing co-chair. Professor Tseng, again, for the IPv6 Readiness Measurement BOF, and for the brand new APNIC IPv6 Hackathon, Vesna, who's there on screen, but also the moderators, jury, participants and sponsors. Thanks to all the speakers and the moderators who gave of their time to be here and to help out and to make the meeting a success. Thank you. To the election chair, Subhash, thank you so much for volunteering in this very important process. Also the election scrutineers, John and Sergio from our colleague, our counterpart RARs. Nikki and Alan, the magicians on the stenography here who convert sound into text so accurately, it's incredible. Philip Smith and the Apricot board, my colleagues on the APNIC EC, the RAR staff, RAR colleagues, guests, and everyone here who attended the meeting, who took time to come a great distance in some cases, took time out of your working lives, and I hope it was worthwhile, I hope it was fun, but thanks very much for the energy that you've put in. Same thing goes to those who've been participating remotely. Thank you all very, very much. Thanks. And there we are. We can all stay in touch on the blog and on social media. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Actually, on behalf of the Executive Council, we would also like to thank all the Secretariat staff and all the people who make it work, the whole Secretariat, the community, and everything else. So can I request all the staff in the room to please stand up so that we can acknowledge you? Okay, I think now we'll just have to wait. Yeah, the mic is still open if somebody wants to add something. Okay, I've been told there is another 5 minutes. Brave guy.
Thank you. No, I just wanted to...
Can you introduce yourself, Naveed?
Okay. My name is Naveed Haq, and I'm the Regional Development Manager with the Internet Society, Asia Pacific Bureau. I just wanted to say thank you to Apricot and APNIC for putting up a wonderful show here in Kathmandu. This is, of course, one of my favorite city, and like you said, Gaurav, I love momos as well. I've tasted all of those varieties. We supported the fellowship program as we do. Just wanted to give some update that out of our 13 fellows, 10 were women, so it was really good to support the females, coming from the technology background to such meetings, because we really believe that, that empowerment of gender, especially in this technical community, is really needed, and it was really good to see that. I've been attending Apricot meetings since last 4 years, and I see a lot of girls and women during this meeting, so this was really encouraging. And we look forward to continue our support to Apricot moving forward as well. And a special thanks to NPIX for setting up all the things. That coffee thing is amazing. I think I'm probably among the top 3 people who ordered coffee. I think my count at the moment is around 16 in the last 4 days with all different coffee flavors. So thank you very much, and looking forward to be at the next APNIC meeting.
Thank you, Naveed.
Here I got the remote comment from Izumi, and she said I would like to make a comment on the earlier suggestion for a platform for female engineers to exchange information and knowledge. This is an excellent suggestion. NANIC has such a community, and I support APNIC providing such platform in the APNIC region. We already have a couple of it. I'm very happy to see increase the number of female engineers attending APNIC meetings in the past meetings. In coming meetings, I would like to see more of them making presentations, joining discussions at the session, in addition to attending the meetings as fellows. And she also said thanks to the Apricot and APNIC for regularly hosting Women in ICT Tech Girls session. Thank you.
Thank you. As Paul said, there's going to be a big range of Thanksgiving in the last session, but I think we have had continued support from Akamai for the Tech Girls lunch. So thank you very much, CAMS and CK. Those guys really appreciate it. I think Paul wants to say something. You want to go on the mic?
If you don't mind, I'll sit here. I wanted to say, in response to Naveed, I wanted to acknowledge ISOC's support for some of the activities that are going on in this meeting, for their support for APNIC's community and for collaboration between ISOC and APNIC. It seems to get closer together all the time, and I'm very, very glad to see that. So I wanted to acknowledge the work of Internet Society, particularly in our region, but around the world, and say thanks to Naveed, Aftab and Raj, who are down the back, all of whom are in the ISOC APAC office. Thanks, guys. Secondly, I asked to put the APNIC survey slide up again just as a final reminder in case anyone hasn't seen this multiple times already. It's something that is going to be launched in the middle of the year, as happens every 2 years. We normally get something around 1,000 or so responses, and everyone who responds, if you've responded before, you know it's not a short survey. There's quite a few questions that are asked, and if you're going to answer the questions well, there's some thought involved, but that really is important to APNIC for our planning. It's important to the EC for strategic planning and for prioritising in the future. It's very important for the Secretariat for our continual reference. What is it that the members have asked us to do, what is it that they appreciate, or what is it that we're doing that needs improvement, and so forth. So really, I just want to say again, this is really, really important for APNIC's future, and so when it comes around in June, I really would appreciate very much if everyone in this room, and certainly it's open to everyone, whether or not you're an APNIC member, so everyone in this room can certainly take the quite a few minutes that will be required to fill in that survey and really help us to get a result that gives us a lot of great information for the future. And another reason to be in Noumea for APNIC 46 is, of course, that we will be reporting the results of the survey. We won't be reporting, but the survey, the independent survey organisation will be reporting to us in Noumea. So that's another important aspect of the survey. It's completely anonymous and independent. So please feel free to tell us what you really think. Okay? Thanks very much.
Thank you, Paul. I think we just have to wait now for a few anxious minutes. Actually, I can hear Sylvia, so maybe you can give a quick run on the ESEF awards.
Happens for talking. Thank you, Gaurav. Well, as I mentioned on our session on Sunday.
Yep, thank you.
Better? As I mentioned on our session on Sunday, the call for the ESEF grants and awards is open until the 30th of April. So APNIC has 4 categories this year. One is community networks. The second one is cybersecurity. The third one is gender empowerment and innovation. And the fourth one is network operations research. So we have $200,000 US to distribute this year for 10 projects. Hopefully across economies that we haven't covered in the past, as part of the celebrations for the 10th anniversary of ESEF Asia. The funding is provided by APNIC, IDRC, and the Internet Society. And we are looking forward to the proposals from the community. So please consider that as members of APNIC, you can also benefit from the grants and the awards to highlight the work that you do. And if you are interested to serve in one of the selection committees, we have one selection committee for each one of the categories. It's also possible, so please contact me, and we'll follow the process to make sure you are considered. We have a few of the committee members, former committee members. I see Mayan, for example, at the back, and I saw Professor Singh Lee earlier. I don't know if he's still around. GGM, George Michelson is here, and some others. Navid also is on the selection committee, and Jessica, of course, and Gaurav, of course. So if anyone is interested to participate in the selection committee, we are going to have 4 separate selection committees. So there are opportunities there as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sylvia. I think I've been told we are ready for the election chair. Anyone else has anything to add? Oh, yeah.
Sanjaya from APNIC. Does anyone know how to use this thing? Particularly from Nepal? I don't know how to use it. I tried anything. I just can't make it work. Meditation. Is it inside or outside?
Outside.
Okay. Yeah.
Like practice and not perfect.
So thank you for that demonstration. I see the election chair back in the room. So may I invite Sushil Dakal, our election chair.
Okay, so thank you, Gauravji. So finally, we are in the very close to the end of the election process. I'm happy that the election results are here with me, and election went very smoothly today, and there is no dispute has been brought up. So I didn't have to resolve any disputes. But there is a voting process just finished, counting process just finished. And our scrutiners were present in the counting process. So I'd like to request one of the scrutiners to brief the panel about the counting process. Thank you.
Yeah, John Swinning from Aaron. Myself and Sergio were two scrutineers. We watched everything they did, all the counting, and they were very meticulous with their counting.
Thank you, John. So I have election results in a envelope here. It is sealed. So now I'm going to open this. Okay, so I'm going to read out the election results statistics. The total ballot paper ballots were 256. Total invalid ballot papers were 2, so total ballot papers 258 casted. And total on-site votes 4,731, and total online vote 2,662. It makes the total vote countings 3,393. 7,393, sorry for that. So total vote counted 7,393. So I'm in the portion where most of us are waiting. So I'll read out the vote secured by individual nominee in the order of vote they secured. Camps Young, 1,926. Rajesh Saria, 1,835. Benjamin Naibao, 1,592. Billy Mu Chion, 1,142. Rupinder Singh Parhar, 781. So ASM Khairul Akhtar Chaudhary, 76. Saurabh Sorin, 41. So this makes the total valid vote count 7,393. So nominees who are successfully elected into the ethnic executive councils are Kems Young, Rajesh Saria, Benjamin Naibu. I'd like to congratulate all the successful nominees, and I'll now hand over this election results to EPINIC board chair, executive council chair, Mr. Gaurav Raj Upadhyay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, finally, I'd like to thank all who have supported me in this election process. The election officers, George Koo, Koni Chan, the election tellers, Pubudu Jayasinghe, George Odagi, Tuan Nugen, and finally the election scrutineer, John Sweeting and Sergio Rojas. And now I'd like to hand over these used ballot papers to Craig. So thank you for all of you for your support during the election process. So I'd like to depart now.
Thank you very much, our election chair, Mr. Subhash Dhaka. For those of you wondering, Craig is our legal counsel as well as the company secretary. So he gets to keep all the official records of the board elections. Thank you, Craig. Thank you to all the election officers, the tellers, as well as the scrutiners. Congratulations to the newly elected EC members, Rajesh Parhar, Kamji Young, and Benjamin. A big great thanks to Mr. Rupinder Singh Parhar for serving on the Executive Council for the last 2 years. Your things are very much appreciated. I think we don't have any other function right now, so we can go for an early tea break. Navid can go back to his coffee. They'll shut down at 4 o'clock. And I hope to see you in the closing ceremony today, and then at the closing dinner, which is actually sponsored by APNIC at the Hyatt Regency today. There are buses leaving from the venue, or if you are of the more adventurous nature, you can find your way there. Hyatt is a bit outside of the town. Not advised walking unless you are comfortable crossing the street. So Southeast Asian and South Asians probably okay. Anyone from beyond there probably not so okay. So we will see you in the closing, and then for the next APNIC meeting, we'll see you in Numia for the APNIC 46. Thank you very much for attending. Coffee break time, and I formally close the APNIC 45 AGM. Thank you very much.